I could make a really cool montage of Jensen, but we need to explore Jensen's recent open source secret to their success. NVIDIA has been sneaky releasing some open source models that have only recently come to my attention. There's just so many questions, like, why is the chip company publishing frontier architecture research? If the models are good, why haven't you heard of them? Is this open source or is it open source? Why is it even open source? Am I going to have a job next month? Will I be part of the permanent underclass? Oh god, rent is getting expensive. I don't think I can afford groceries tomorrow. Help. You might be thinking, NVIDIA and LLMs?
Boring!
Like, boo, who cares that NVIDIA is making LLMs? We got Daddy Dario and Altman who are going to keep releasing GPT 8.7 and Opus 102.4. And we can even add more fear, uncertainty, and doubt to the white-collar workforce.
So my worry is exactly, if you're someone, kind of coming up in the world and just starting your career, AI is coming at multiple points.
I'm sure you and everyone else is happy as long as King Jensen keeps pumping out new, beautiful, and powerful GPUs, which ultimately pumps all of our bags. So what is this new line of NVIDIA open source models? It's called the Nemotron 3 family. We have Nemotron Nano with both the 4 billion and 30 billion parameter models, Nemotron Super, and Nemotron Ultra. Nano 30 billion was first released in December 15, 2025, then followed Nemotron Super in March 12, 2026, and we're still waiting on Ultra, which is supposed to take over the entire world whenever that releases.
This is Nemotron 3 Ultra. It is going to be the best base model the world's ever created.
I tried gauging the public interest, i.e. looking at fellow Redditors, Twitters, and internet users, and got very mixed opinions on the models. Nano 4B was continuously pitted against Qwen 4B and seemingly knocked out in every round. Nano 30B actually had pretty positive reviews, claiming it's very token efficient given its size. The 120B model, or Nemotron 3 Super, also had pretty mixed reviews, but at the very least, the public was happy with everything being truly open source. So it seems the current best open source model, Claude Code, does not have a worthy competitor yet. I could go through each model's benchmarks, the parameters, it has this many experts, requires this much RAM, and on and on and on, but I just want to skip to the chase. What is the actual significance of these Decepticon models? This is about to get real nerdy, so buckle in your nerd straps. Nemotron 3 has a hybrid Mamba-Transformer MOE architecture. Holy hell, that's a mouthful. I told you it's about to get nerdy, so let's break this down a little more. Transformers are extremely effective, but brutally expensive. They need quadratic time during training and growing memory during inference. That's why inference is so expensive, and every AI lab is burning billions on inference. So, instead of attending to every previous token like a transformer would do, Mamba does something quite clever. Mamba maintains a fixed size memory of everything it has read so far, and it is smart enough to cleverly decide what to keep or throw away in memory.
Nice.
And so, Nemotron 3 leverages the best of both worlds, with a roughly 43% Mamba, 7% attention, and 50% MLP split between everything. This specific proportion was proved in this paper. The Mamba architecture is one way of approaching the memory flaw of transformers. You have other things like, most recently DeepSeek v4 Preview, which actually attacks attention directly with some more nerd terminology like compressed sparse attention, heavily compressed attention, so on and so forth. I think the other interesting question is, what is NVIDIA's motive with their open source strategy? Jensen says in interviews and podcasts that they just want to be contributing to the AI boom in every way they can. While I'm sure this is definitely true, I think it's more than just pure altruism. It seems pushing the forefront in a domain, whether that be autonomous vehicles or LLMs, and then open sourcing their work ultimately helps their business because they're the ones supplying the compute to get them to $1 trillion in revenue. What do you guys think is their strategy?